In this video, we are going to see one of the interesting topic in Django. In this video, we will see how we can create a Django project using a cookie cutter. Uh, Basically, a cookie cutter is a simple CLI toolkit by use to bootstrap. It's not specifically made for Django or Python. We can also use it for React or other framework. So it's not specifically made for Django or Python. Let's start how we can create the project using um, cookie cookie cutter. First of all, we will need to activate a virtual environment. We will go into the VS Code and just activate the virtual environment. If you not create the virtual environment, make sure you create a virtual environment and go inside it. And after this, we will install one package inside it. Pip install cookie cutter, and you must install this package from pi. And when I will click and install, just copy and paste this package, it will install all the requirement like this. And let me just expand this terminal so we can see clearly. Now we have installed cookie cutter. Now we will generate our new cookie cutter Django project. Just copy this command and just paste here. After pasting this, you can see if you have already, you can simple click on yes, and then it will create again this project. It will ask some information like a project name or domain databases. We will set these things. Like you can see, I will give this name Django cookie cutter. And now it is asking about the project slug, and in my case I will leave this default and just hit enter. Now it is asking about the description. We are going to learn how we can create Django project with cookie cutter. So we can give description like this, and then we can provide our author name, like in my case. And then it is asking about the domain of our project. Currently we don't have a domain for this project, so we will leave blank. And also it is asking about an email, so I am going to leave this as well blank. Asking about the version, and we will leave this as default. And select open license, we will select MIT. Here is a different open source license: BSD, GPL, Apache. So I will select one, and then it will ask about the select a user name type. So in I will select one, and then it will ask time zone, leave default. And the we are using for window, no, I am using for Mac. And then it is asking about the select editor, so I am going to use VS Code. So click on 3, and then it will use Docker. No, I'm not going to use Docker. So now it is asking about the Postgres version, so let me select one as a latest version. And then it is asking our cloud provider. Currently we are not sure where we will deploy this project, so we will select number 4. And then it is asking about select mail services, which mail services you will use in this project. So I am going to use number 9 SMTP, and then use asynchronous yes. And then it is using the use DRF yes. And then it is going to use front end pipeline It is using front-end pipeline, so Django compressor, gulp, webpack are none. I'm going to select one, and salary use yes, and the mail pit no, and the sentry no, white white nose yes, Horako. No, not going to use Horako in this project, and now it is asking about the CI tool, like I'm going to use GitHub, so I will select 4 and keep local env in vcnv. If we click on yes, then it will inform us about one info, because we don't select Docker or the cloud CLI, so the and this keep local env in vcs for Docker and the clouds services. When I will select yes and debug yes, and then it will create our project, and it will say .env are only utilized when Docker Compose or Heroku support is enabled. In our case, we don't enable both these supports. So also it is giving a one warning, like you choose to not use any cloud provider, not Docker. Media file will not be served in production, because we don't choose cloud provider or Docker, so media file will not serve on production. We need to integrate this when we will deploy our project on the production level. So now you can see our project is created. Let me just see this. Here is our project is created, Django cookie cluster. So we can see there is a lot of file, like a github, also a configure file, and we can see here is a setting, and here is a base.py file. Let me just minimize the terminal. Local.py and production.py. Production.py for production purpose, local.py for local purpose, and base we can use for both local and production purpose. And also here is our project, like we can see static files here, and also templates in which we will find all the templates. Like in account we will found all the templates, like email template, login template, logout, sign up, all the templates we will find. And pages we will find some code, like a dummy code, and also we will find a error message. And also we have users in which we can create all the things, like we can create APIs. And here is a serializer and views for this app. And also we have a docs, and the requirements file in which we have a base.txt, local.txt, and production.txt for different purpose. Like we see, when we choose this one, then we will choose according this one, it will update. So mm, how we can create this project, so when we follow all this step, then we will able to create the project using a cutter in Django. Hope so you will find this video very helpful, and if you like this video, please subscribe this channel. And